Hello there, and you are very welcome to this episode of the Room Junkie Show. I'm your host, Anne Toohey, and my objective is to fill your head full of inspiration for your home, lots of tips and techniques that you can use in your home. And today we're going to be talking about trends. Now, before I get started, I want to check because I am hoping that I'm going live simultaneously in Facebook and in YouTube and also on Instagram. And I do believe that I am live now on Instagram. And I'm going to ask, I'll press that go live button. Hello, Instagram. It seems that we're live and we can continue. Now, I'm going to ask you a favor. If you do happen to catch this live on Instagram, will you send me a private message? Because I just want to know for sure and have absolute confirmation that I'm able to go live on Instagram. And yesterday what I did was I actually posted the live afterwards on Instagram, so everybody was able to get it. So listen, today is a bit of fun. Today is something to rock you, get you thinking. And every year there are trends. There are trends in fashion, and likewise there are trends in interiors. Now, I would urge you not to be taking your trends too seriously. Trends are important. You know, they're there for a reason. They shake design up a little bit, and somebody said they can see me on YouTube. I know I'm live on YouTube for sure, and I know I'm live on Facebook, Room Junkie Facebook page, and it's only on the Room Junkie Facebook page. But for you Instagrammers, I want to be sure that you can get me live as well. But trends are important because they just shake things up. They add interest. You know, they inspire you. You might love them, you might hate them. And that's what I want to do today, to go through some of the 2024 trends, ones that I think you should embrace and ones that I think you should run away from like the plague. I never get too caught up in trends. I'm always aware of them. I always know what's in trend, both in fashion and in interiors, because it's important for me to do that. But I do not take them too seriously. I want your home to be a reflection of you, of your personality, of your lifestyle, of the things that you love. I don't want it to be a cookie cutter representation of somebody's idea of a trend for a certain year. And, you know, in times of economic uncertainty, I don't want you wasting money on trends that you will be sick of very, very shortly. But I really want you to do it. If you stick around with me, what I'm going to try to do is to educate you so that you can identify what your own style is. And there are various different recognized interior design styles. It's rare that somebody will fall 100% into one category, but there are ways that you can find out exactly what your style is. And that's what I want your house to be. I want it to be timeless. Yes, you can add in your trends and the transient items as accessories, as a bit of fun, you know, in cushions, in accessories, things that you can easily replace. But for your big ticket items, I prefer you to know your style and work on the basis of that. But just for fun today, we're going to chat about 2024 trends. And the first one I'm going to talk about, I actually love. I absolutely love it. I'm actually going to turn on my phone just to see if I can see myself live, but I don't think so. I can see Taryn DeVere. I can see Kay's Flower School, but I can't see Room Junkie. So, but if anybody does spot me on Instagram, I just would love to know, because I don't know. This is a brand new phenomenon with Instagram, and it's new to me and it's new to them. So they're just working it out, and I have no way of finding out if I'm actually live or not. But that's okay. We'll work around that. But the first trend that I wanted to bring to you is curves. And I actually have to say that I love curves in interiors. In our old house, we had a round room with a round wall and a big round window, and we had a round sofa, a curved sofa that sat into it, and it was gorgeous, beautiful focal point. So curves are good. So I'm talking about curves in sofas, curves on the back of chairs, curves on the back of dining chairs, curves on the back of bar stools. I'm talking about dining tables that are either oval or curve, because they are so much more sociable than a rectangular table. But believe it or not, a round table will actually take up more space in your room. So you need to be careful and get the dimensions of that right. But there's nothing more sociable than sitting at a round table and being able to chat to everybody around the table instead of just the person beside you and the person opposite you. round coffee tables, oval table lockers, all these beautiful organic shapes. I'm fascinated here. I'm watching away at my Instagram. So I'm kind of distracted, and I apologize for that. I'll put it away. Organic shapes. And the organic shapes are coming from biophilic design. And biophilic design is very, very important. It's when you integrate the natural, the outside into your indoor space. And what that does, it brings calm in. So I'm talking, you're bringing the outdoors into your home. You can do it with plants. You can do it with materials. You can do it with patterns. There are even biophilic colors, materials. It's just a lovely calming. And over time, I will teach you how to create a calm home, because I do believe that your home really does have the capacity to impact your mental health and the mental health of everybody living in it. For those of you who are doing my reset decluttering session at the moment, you're doing brilliantly. I mean, I am just thrilled. The system that I use really, really works. And the one way that you can absolutely bring calm into your home is to declutter your spaces. And I may just run that course again, because a lot of people wanted to do it. They missed the starting date, so I can easily do it again. So if anybody's anyway interested in learning how to easily and effortlessly, of course, there's work involved and you have to be consistent, but the system that I teach you is easy. And the girls, if any of them pop in here, they'll tell you I was astounded on Monday evening by what they had achieved the previous week. And they're working their way through this week as well. And I do it in a very structured fashion as well. We start off easy and we get to more difficult, more challenging decluttering at the end at week 5. So if anybody is interested, somebody's given me a gorgeous love heart there. Thank you so much. And if you're coming in, give me the love hearts, give me the thumb ups, even give me a sad face or an angry face if you want, because it just means that more people will actually get notification that we're live. So embrace the curve. So if you're looking for a new dining table or new bedside lockers or sofas or chairs, do have a peek at the gorgeous curved designs that are out there at the minute. And one lovely thing that I do, say you've got a curved bar stool, in the functional part, the part where you sit, I often put that in a neutral leather or in a washable fabric, an aquaprint fabric. And then on the back of it, the part that's visible when it's tucked into your island, is a beautiful fabric, a stunning, gorgeous fabric, a statement fabric, because it gets much more wear and tear. So you're having the function and you're having the good looks all married together. So I'm giving a big tick to organic curved shapes for 2024. It's something that I would probably have done always and love to take it. And even in an island, curves always cost more money as well. I will warn you about that because they're more difficult to construct. But even if your island has got curved edges, it's not as jaggy, so it takes up less space. There's better flow because it's not jaggy. There's a lovely organic shape to it. And they look great. So there's loads of ways that you can use curves in your interior design. Second thing I'm going to tell you about is a trend now coming up in 2024 for mixed metals. And I think this is a brilliant idea. So I'm talking things like a marriage of brass and chrome, maybe black and bronze, beautiful combination, or brass and nickel. And you'll see it in light fittings, you'll see it in furniture, you'll see it in trim. So for anybody building a new home, I would definitely, if you're thinking of doing a renovation, or maybe here's a one, say if you're doing a new kitchen renovating or you're adding on an extension, and in the existing part of your house, maybe you've got brass fittings, or maybe you've got chrome fittings everywhere, and you want to do something different in the new space. Well, you could have a brass and chrome in your light fittings, and that gives the continuity of the brass coming through into the brass and chrome in the new space, or vice versa. So you can have lots of fun with that and play with that. And I think it's a fantastic idea. Love it. Up until now, I would often have picked light fittings that had a mixture of brushed and shiny polished chrome or brass, just to give you the option of marrying it in with the rest of your fittings. So this is a brilliant idea. Hi, Anne. Oh, you're on the 65-inch. Oh my goodness. After watching my lodger, a nurse in Letterkenny General. Also watching is my lodger, a nurse in Letterkenny General. She's well impressed. Well, Yvonne, you can tell her that I also was a nurse in Letterkenny General a while ago. I was a theatre nurse and I absolutely adored Letterkenny General. I loved living there. I loved theatre, loved everything about it. Then we went off to Bermuda and that was me finished in Letterkenny, but I spent many happy years there. So you're so welcome, both of you. So sit and have a cup of tea and listen and learn. So mixed metals, yes, that's getting a big yes from me. The color purple. It's always an accent color that appears. Last year we had a lot of orange and fuchsia pink and colors like that. Well, this is an interesting one. It's a color purple. Nothing to do with the movie and Oprah Winfrey, but color purple is an interesting color because it actually combines two colors really. It combines the stability of blue with the energy of red, which is a good thing. And historically, purple would have been a color of royalty and luxury and opulence and power and ambition. It's a strong color and it's a color that I like. So I'm suggesting paint your kitchen island purple, if you would. Have a purple accent chair in your room. Pick up cushions that have purple. See my Scatterbox cushions beside me? I'm dying to see the new Scatterbox range. They're over. I think they landed in Germany today. I saw that on Facebook. They've been in the NEC in Birmingham exhibiting all week, and now they're in Germany. So I'm dying to see what, and you can be sure you'll see a bit of purple. But so in, you know, as a splash of color in accent colors in your rug, in your cushions, in your art. And purple's a good color if you want to warm up a space. It actually does give depth to a space and it's not as bright and strong and stark. We went through a red phase that, you know, that Chanel red was everywhere. I think we overdid it in the way that we overdid terracotta and saturated yellows. So we'll never paint our walls in those colors again. But to have them as an accent color, there's nothing wrong with the reds, but they're muted reds, they're pink reds, coral reds, purple reds. So I'm interested to see where the color purple pops up because it's a feminine color as well. It's strong, but there is a femininity to it. So it's an interesting one. So yes, I am giving the color purple a thumbs up as well. You're going to see a lot of sustainability. And every year there's more and more sustainability. And I think you're going to see this as a trend. I think companies and manufacturers are going to work harder at producing furniture and fabrics and products that we use that have eco-friendly design, that are sustainable. You know, I suppose the throwaway fashion is to be discouraged in that respect. And that's why I do encourage you to create longevity in your design, to honestly have a home that is timeless. And let me tell you, timeless is not boring. It is not dull. Timeless design is classic. It's like that gorgeous dress that you've had for years that you put on when you want to lift and you feel amazing, you know, and it's probably got a simple design, elegantly cut. You know, you love it, you feel good in it. That's what I want your home to be. Your home is an extension of yourself. And I have made this commitment to come live 3 times a week on a Monday and on a Wednesday and on a Friday at 1 p.m. Irish time GMT. So it's, if you like, it's a continuation of the lockdown lives when I was live every single day during lockdown. With the entire duration of lockdown, I look back to that time and I don't know how we did that. But we did, and community was forged. And I told you on Monday that my word for 2024 is connection, and it's incredible. After the live on Monday, a kitchen guy that I hadn't been in touch with for a long, long time got in touch with me, and today I realized that I have a client for him. So, you know, connection is so important. So I want us all to connect again. I want us to create this community again where we feel safe, where we feel that we will learn, and I will bring you to whatever level of interior design that you want. Some of you are happy to just pick up a few tips here and there. More if you want to learn more. And in fact, yesterday I had mentioned that my Sharing the Secrets Interior Design Masterclass, which I actually introduced and I've modified since then during lockdown, is a very, very good, holistic, sensible interior design course. There's no drawing, or there's no, you're not going to be drawing graphics or doing anything like that. There's nothing technical in it. It is practical. in it, I teach you exactly how to find your own style, how to design your kitchen, your bathroom, your living room, your bedroom, how to organize your lighting, all of that. And some of you picked that up yesterday. So for the duration now, this is going to be a Room Junkie Live special. That course, it did retail at €297, and it was such good value at that. And so many of you here have used it on 2 houses. Some of you are on your 2nd home. In fact, I have a gorgeous lady, Anne-Marie Carlo, who popped in yesterday. She had trouble finding us, but she found us in the end. She used it on her house when she bought it. Then she used it to stage that house for selling, and it sold really, really well. And now she's using it on her new house. And our lovely Kavina is doing a massive extension to her house. She used the course on her first house, and now she's using it to huge benefit on the extension, and she calls it the gift that keeps on giving. So it is. So anyway, for as long as I'm going to be here, it'll be available to you for only €49, and I promise you it's the best money that you will ever spend in your home. And one of the ladies yesterday who bought it, she was a lovely lady from Sligo, and she said, I bought it, I hope I can use it, meaning I'm not very technical. You don't have to be technical. Trust me, Anne's not one big bit technical, and I make things easy. And if anybody has any difficulty getting into it, you just send me a message and I'll get you started. But anyway, I digress there. But sustainability is something that we're all, listen, our world is changing. Our weathers are changing. You saw that storm and that battering, and, everything is changing, so we have to do our bit for the planet. Now, one thing that I'm hoping to do, and I haven't asked her yet, Pat Kane, who's Ireland's sustainability expert. She's an amazing lady, and she's on a mission to change the world, and she's doing phenomenal good, and she's educating us all. I'm hoping that maybe I will get Pat in to chat to us here, and we'll do a whole session on going green and being sustainable in a way that is workable for all of us. Next trend is going to be quite a personal one, and it's a kitchen trend. Apparently the experts are saying we're saying goodbye to white kitchens, and we're going to embrace rich dark kitchens. The really rich dark colored kitchens are on trend, as are wooden kitchens. So here's one where I'm not giving it a tick or an X. I'm saying make up your own mind here. I do not believe that white kitchens are gone. There is definitely a place in a contemporary setting for a white kitchen, and many's the time I have used a white kitchen to phenomenal effect. Like, people will say, oh, it's so cold, it's clinical, it's like a hospital. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's what you put with it. It's your flooring. It's the textures that you have with it. Maybe it's a color that you have your island. Maybe it's a color that you have on your walls. Maybe it's art that you bring in. Maybe it's a worktop. Maybe it's your splashback behind the hob. It's the materials that you use. If you want a white kitchen, you can have the most fantastic, gorgeous white kitchen that will be timeless forever. But you do need to be careful that it's not a clinical white kitchen. I personally love dark, rich kitchens. Now, I've got a dark, rich kitchen here, actually, not of my own choosing. This is one I inherited. I do love it. And yeah, I do love dark kitchens. I have used lots of dark charcoals and blacks even, navy. So if dark green, our kitchen in Dublin was green, don't discount the dark kitchens. And some people will say, oh, I have a small space. Well, when I designed the tiny little pods in Creasla, and I had only 19 square meters to fit in kitchen, bathroom, living room, sleeping space for 4 people, and make it look like a boutique hotel-ish. Most people would have put in a white kitchen there. I know that, because they would have thought it's going to make the space seem bigger. I wanted the kitchen to be a gorgeous, strong focal point when you came in. So my kitchen was a deep, dark anthracite grey, yes, with a white worktop and with a coloured splashback. It was stunning, and it worked perfectly because I coordinated all of the rest of the space to support that kitchen, and all of the furniture was with the right size and everything. And someday I will do a piece on how to design a small space, because lots of you have small rooms, and there's technique and talent and skill in getting a small space to work for you, but that's for another day. So if you want a dark kitchen, don't be afraid of it. But you must love it, absolutely love it, because if you don't love it, you will tire of it. Wooden kitchens are on trend, And I suppose that, you know, it's an organic design. They're different perhaps to the oak and ash and elm kitchens that we had, you know, over the last decades. If you pick a timber, I want you to pick a timber that you absolutely love. There are some gorgeous bleached organic woods that are stunning. So even though the experts are saying we're saying goodbye to white kitchens, I'm saying I don't think so. This is a personal choice. Do not be trend led in your kitchen. Ever, ever, ever. Always put in what you love. If you want a really dark, rich, masculine kitchen, you go ahead and do it. It's your kitchen. And you know, it has to fire you up, and you have to love it. But like I said on Monday, everything you put into your house from this moment on, you must love. You must get that warm, fuzzy, buzzy feeling of love. Not like, not it'll do. And if any of you are building, this is something that breaks my heart, because a lot of people procrastinate a little bit with the decisions, and then the builder comes and says, you know, I need those tiles for Monday week or Monday. God forbid, next Monday, because a tiler's coming, and you go out and you pick something and you think, oh, it'll do, it'll be all right. No, 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 no. You will be fed up of that, and you'll make the wrong decision. Just like in life, if you make a decision on the hoof, oftentimes it's a wrong decision. And conversely, I do believe that we often make decisions on our gut feeling, which is a correct feeling. And if you're picking something and you love it, and you get that warm, buzzy feeling, I can tell you, you do love it, and your gut is saying, go for this, because this is a marriage made in heaven. This was meant for you. And if anybody is building, thinking of building, or thinking of renovating, have a look at that Sharing Secrets Interior Design course, because it starts you at the beginning. I remember meeting clients that I didn't actually work with, but they were so, oh gosh, they didn't know what their style was. They didn't know what they liked. They didn't know what they didn't like. So I actually took the module on finding your own style out of that course, and I emailed it to them. And afterwards they said, oh my God, that was the best thing ever. I just can't believe we know exactly what our style is. And they didn't even know that style existed. So there you go. And a lot of people might have had that feedback. So I know it's my course, but I know it's a good one, and lots of you have enjoyed it and done amazing things in your house with it. So it's practical, but it's fun as well, and you'll pick up so much knowledge. So if you want to just improve your own interior design knowledge and want to be able to improve your own home yourself, as many of you do. I mean, that's how I started off. We had an old house in Dublin that we had no money to do anything with, so I actually couldn't afford to hire an interior designer in the beginning, so I was self-taught. There was no course like this that I could learn from, so I just taught myself, and you know, the house worked out really well. And you know that when we sold it, the Times featured it on the cover of the Irish Times supplement, which, you know, was one of my most proud little moments, personal moments. And then of course I did study interior design professionally after that. But not everybody wants to study interior design professionally, but you do want to have the knowledge to make the best of your own home. So that's what I'm offering you. It certainly was not available, absolutely not available, when I was designing that house. And you know, the funny thing is, I actually did get, when we got a bit of money together, I got an interior designer in to help me with my hall. And the hall was the one space in that house that I never really liked, because once I got my confidence, and I think good interior design is based on two things: it's knowledge and confidence. And when you get the knowledge, that boosts the confidence. And you know, your home is your home. I want it to be personal. I want it to have your personality running through it. And if I work with you, that's one of the things that I will always do, is get to know you. I can remember Victoria Mary Clark, poor Victoria, who lost Shane McGowan, her adored husband, quite recently, just before Christmas. Victoria interviewed me once, and she said, Anna, what's the first thing you do when you meet a client? And I know she was expecting me to talk about color, or, you know, I don't know. And I said, I get to know them really, really well. So if you're working for yourself, if you're your own interior designer, you need to distill deep down and get to know yourself all over again, get to know what you really, really like, and figure out your style, and then run with it. And I promise you, you'll be amazed at what you will achieve. Now, the next trend, I have to say, I love, and this one is one that's been creeping in quite a bit over the past while, and it is spa-like bathrooms. But this is taking the spa-like bathrooms to an even better level. I mean, you know, we've gone with the fully tiled bathrooms and, you know, ergonomic showers and shower design and, you know, wet rooms and slate trays that are flush with the floor and having the controls for your shower outside the shower, so you turn it on before you go in. All of this we've had, but they're taking it a step further, and this is amazing. If anybody is thinking of, you know, redoing a bathroom and want to do something amazing, we're talking steam showers. Like, we're really talking the spa experience. Steam showers, cold plunges, because so many of us, I'm even dabbling my toes, no pun intended, in, I'm working up to getting into the pool. The pool is cold outside because obviously we've had winter, and the sun is, it's gorgeous now, but it's going to take a bit of time to get heat in that pool. It's not heated. And I'm tempted to start doing a cold plunge every day. But at the minute, I'm doing it with a cold shower and cold water on my hair after icy water on my hair after I wash my hair, and trying a bit of cold water immersion for my face. So the cold plunges, if that's your thing, incorporate it into your bathroom. Infrared saunas as well, people are putting into the bathrooms. Soft spa lighting. Now, backlit mirrors are definitely in vogue, and they have been for a while. Oh, good Lord, I'm going to ask a question. Neil, can you hear me? Could you bring me my charger, please? You can't hear me. Guys, I'm going to have to go, and I'm going to have to, because this could be a disaster. I don't want to finish just now. I'm going to go very quickly and grab my charger. Okay, well, that's the first time I've ever done that. I apologize for that. I always have my laptop charged in. There you go. You can tell we're live. This is real. This is real. So yeah, if you're thinking of upgrading your bathroom, have a peek at all the bathroom shows, and you know, you'll see loads and loads of inspiration. So I'm loving the sound of the spa-like bathrooms. And do remember too that if you have integrated lighting or any kind of lighting in your bathroom, it has to be IP rated, it has to be sealed, it has to be a special bathroom light. And for anybody who wants something very decorative, maybe you've got a more traditional bathroom and you want like a chandelier, they're actually being made as well for bathrooms, so that you can have everything. You can have whatever you want. Now, before I go, I want to touch on the interior design trends of 2024 that I think you should avoid, but you'll make up your own mind. There's one color that's everywhere and I can't warm to it at all. Color brown is everywhere. It's brown, 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 chocolate brown, caramel brown, beige brown, tan brown. I don't mind tan. Actually, tan is good, and tan and navy is sensational. But it's brown, 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 brown. They're calling it the new neutral. I don't believe it. I absolutely don't believe it. I do not think we're going to go back to sort of 15, 20 years ago when every house was brown and cream. I don't think we're ever going to do that again. That was boring interior design. I have to be honest. I did it in my RTE show house for Shane Filan. There was a bit of brown and cream in the study upstairs. A lot of it. That was a color scheme. So I would be curious if anybody is, oh gosh, I think there was comments coming in and I didn't see them, and I am so sorry if that was the case. I don't know how to get rid of that now. Hide. There we go. Sorry, Yvonne, didn't mean to put your comment up there. No comments coming in, but yeah, the color brown is everywhere. I'd love to know what you think. Let me know what you think. Pop me a little. I love it or I hate it. I'm going to say one thing though in defense of brown. If you're going to go with it, I would go very bold with it. I would go for the deepest, richest chocolate brown, and I would paint a den in it, or I would paint a snug in it if somebody really wanted brown. But I will not be embracing the brown. So the brown is getting a no from me. There's a 70s vibe style on the way as well. Lots of orange and brown, green and brown, vibrant yellow and brown, unless it's your thing, if you love this, if you absolutely could live with this for the next 10 years, do it. But I'm saying don't do it. It's a style that I don't even want less of it. I want none of it. But that's personal. And the other thing I want you to ignore, have fun with it, but ignore it, are the TikTok fads and trends. They're everywhere. You know, again, it's brown, 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 brown. Maximalism. Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen on speed. Too much stuff, cluttered spaces, every wall, every vertical space, every floor space, every bit of every space full of stuff. You have to have space in your design. You have to have flow in your design. Even if you want to have a maximal dramatic style, you can do it, but don't overcrowd the room. Don't overkill your design. Sometimes in a downstairs loo, I would go quite dramatic, and I absolutely love that. Love the idea of somebody opening the door to go to the loo or to wash their hands, and they go, oh my God, this is incredible, you know. And you know, it could be using your color purple, it could be using tons and tons of art, it could be using a fabulous wallpaper or color, whatever. But you can certainly be bold in your downstairs loo. So there is my take. Trying to keep these lives to 30 minutes, so I've gone a minute over. So there's my take for the trends of 2024. So I'll be curious to see which, if any, you will be embracing. And certainly the curved sofas, the fabulous bathrooms, you know, I love, and I love the technology improves design all of the time. So everything is improving all of the time. So let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what your thoughts are, or if you found any trend that I haven't discussed. There's a few more, but I deliberately picked the ones that I thought were the most interesting ones. And remember too, I will put a link here if you're interested in doing the Sharing the Secrets Mind Interior Design course. It's available now for €49. It was $247, and the girls who bought it 247 believe they got an absolute bargain, which they did. But I took a notion just before Christmas to do this. So anyway, it's going to be a Room Junkie show special. So there you go. I shall be back on Friday. And on Friday, I'll be talking about my mastermind topic, which is how to hang art. Everything you ever wanted to know about hanging art correctly, because let me tell you, most people hang their art too high. So I shall end this on Instagram. If you saw me on Instagram Live, will you please just let me know? I'd be so thankful, really genuinely thankful about that, because I haven't a clue if I'm live there or not. If you're on TikTok, not TikTok. I am on TikTok, but I don't use it. No, I'm live on Facebook for Room Junkie. I'm live on YouTube, which is Room Junkie TV, and I'm hoping I'm live on Instagram. And if you're watching this on Facebook and you're also on Instagram, would you do me a big favor? Would you go over to Instagram and follow the page? It's Room Junkie Anne. I would be so delighted. I'm trying to build my presence there, but it's hard. It's slow. So listen, have a fantastic evening and stay safe and stay fabulous. I'll be back with lots and lots of art inspiration on Friday at 1 o'clock. So tell your friends and be sure and join in. And if you come in on the replay, just treat it as if you watch it live. If you've got a question, pop it here, ask me, and send me a little hashtag replay. And then I know that you're in on the replay, which is fantastic and very helpful for me. And otherwise, I'll see you on Friday at 1 o'clock. Now I'm off to Instagram to turn myself off. Okay. I do believe I actually think that a few people have seen me. Maggie's taking out a jacuzzi and putting in a wet room. My bathroom upstairs is brown, and the ensuite was doing the same as the tiles. I know, we live in a brown bathroom at home too. Okay, I'm off. See you Friday. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, there were people on Instagram. Well, thanks a million for tuning in. That's fantastic.